go to the league, man. Let's go to the league. Listen, maybe one of the most hyped and what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe one of the most hyped and not even a title, the most pressure and most hype around a player I've seen in a long time, right? Some names that come to mind. Felipe Lopez back in the days. You young bucks might not know that. He was like the first chosen one, right?
You know, I'm half Dominican. They would call him
no
Dominican
doubt. Felipe, no doubt. Yeah, Dominican Jordan.
What?
Then you had obviously LeBron, who lived up and surpassed all the hype. Shout out to LeBron. Zion was big with hype, and there's been a bunch of others, but those are the three that really jump off the page to me, right? Until this guy comes, Victor Wembanyama, right? The second coming of LeBron, right? Or greater, right? And the hype around this guy is immense, right? I can only imagine the pressure on him, right? We've been hearing about him for months, right? We knew he was going to go number one with the Spurs in the draft. You know, you didn't have to be a rocket scientist to know that, right? Makes his debut about a week ago. We're a little bit late on this, but we didn't have a show scheduled. Makes his debut, right? Left something to be desired, so to speak, right? I'm going to give you brief stats. 2 for 13. Couldn't put the ball in the basket that first game, right? Looked a little timid. Maybe looked like the lights were kind of bright for him. But he did rebound and block a couple of shots that night. Got straight up baptized under the basket by Kai Jones on some Vince Carter, Frederick Weiss type of shit. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm looking at that first game and I'm like, I'm not gonna overreact because it is the summer league, but I'm like, yo, he looked light, he looked frail, dog. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what he does when he comes back. So he comes back, right? Comes back in game 2, right? Drops like 27, I think, right? Double-digit boards, 3 blocks. Look good, although, like I said, albeit it is the summer league, you know, and the summer league is basically like a glorified AAU game sometimes. No coaching, everybody just trying to ball and make sure, you know. Right. And like I said, there's a lot of pressure around him. I get that. You know, if he comes, like, let's say he comes out this year, right, in a game and he lays an egg, people are gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lose-lose situation for him. If he has a bad stretch, they're gonna kill him. Like I said, immense pressure. I want to see what he's gonna do against some real NBA talent. Jokic, AD, Giannis, Embiid, big dudes, because he's lighting the ass, right? He need to get in that gym. He's lighting the ass, right?
Pause.
They shut it. Long story short, they shut him down for the year after those 2 games, right? Yeah. My thing is I suspect they're probably going to get him in the gym, get him on a diet plan, get him on a workout, let him put some weight on without having it disrupt the shot and his quickness and everything. Because, like I said, if he goes up against some of these big dudes, you see AD has problem down on the block with Jokic. Imagine this kid. But he can play. He can dribble. He can shoot. He can get to the basket. He's a defender. He can rebound. Q, I'm going to go to you first. What is your thoughts on Wembanyama? What was your thoughts on his debut? And how do you think he's going to fare in the league this coming season?
You know, you can't, like, you know, he did bust on the foot. He was a bust on that first game. I saw that shit in the bar and I was like, damn, I even saw him get posterized live. So I was like watching the TV when that shit happened. Wasn't even the new Vince Carter joint. Yo, if Wembanyama was like 7-1, he would have definitely got dunked over on.
Shit, hell yeah.
But he did come back. Yo, homie Young, he came back, had a second strong game. Probably nerves was in the first game. You know, he's on a spotlight that he's not used to.
Good point.
But that's not even the tip of the iceberg type of spotlight he's going to be when he actually start playing against some real dudes. All right. And the way he was, like, he got ball handled, but yo, I was watching some like tiny dudes making him look like he was a tree that was about to fall over. Like, he definitely needs some stronger legs, man. It almost gave me highlights of what, like, Porzingis, because Porzingis had to get into the weight room too.
Yes, sir.
You know, like, now is he gonna be a 7'5" center who's gonna shoot threes? I guess, but he ain't gonna be. You ain't gonna be nothing in the low post for Embiid and Jokic. They're gonna even 80% of the power forwards can be able to. He can back them down. you know, and that's just my opinion. But you know, we're gonna see how he has to progress his game and finesse it. Maybe he's the next person to change ball. But right now, I can't say that. You know, LeBron was one of the true people who came out of high school. You know, and I'm not saying that. You know, I know Wemby didn't come out of high school, but he came out of professional ball. But when LeBron came out of high school, he stepped into the NBA like, homie, been playing NBA.
Word.
And came in with the NBA body too. That's important.
Like man-child coming in.
Before you go, Ed, I want to say this, man. I'm gonna make a prediction, and I'm not saying Wembanyama can't ball. I think he definitely got skills. He's definitely like on some unicorn shit for his height and the skills that he has for his height, right? But I need to see it before I believe it all the way. You know what I'm saying? I think I want to make a prediction right here, and it's probably gonna get shitted on at some point. But I think Scoot Henderson is gonna be better than Wembanyama. And I'm gonna say this: I've been watching. I know it's only summer league, and I've been watching their practices. But he has the NBA body. He just feels like he has that. He feels like he has that NBA game. Watching him with Sharp. Oh my God, the back doors and them oops. Oh, they finna ball out this shit. That whole team. The other kid, I forget the other kid name off the top of my head, but
Anthony Simmons.
Anthony Simons, yeah. They got a crew, man. But I digress. Ed, what's your thoughts on Wembanyama?
My man Victor Wembanyama, because I really can't pronounce his last name very well. My God.
Yo,
I love it.
It's big for you, bro.
Yo, hold on, let's take a shot for that. For the Lion King, Victor Wembanyama.
I had to, son. I've been holding that the whole week.
That's fine. You've been keeping that one in the cup. Wembanyama.
My man. But on a serious note, my man, like I was touching him, he had a horrible first game. I was wild. I'm like, nah, this nigga's a bust, bro. I'm about to put him next to Kwame Brown and get him and send him a bus like that. But that second game, he showed out. So that's good that they shut it down after the second game, because you can see, like you guys were saying, he gonna go back to San Antonio and put in that work. Probably get in the gym with like Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Ginobili, like those guys he all took a picture with. You know,
Jesus.
He came from France, had a pretty good decorated career in France and stuff like that. But let's see how that's going to transition here in the NBA, because he did come in with crazy amount of hype. You know what I mean? And he was highly touted and everything. So he was projected number one before the lottery, right? Like he say he's number one before the lottery. So I'm hoping he does well. I'm clowning him and stuff like that. But I'm hoping he gets in the weight room, like I was saying, bulks up. If not, they're gonna shoot him like babies. Imagine like when the Ja Morant come back. Ja Morant coming for his neck. He's gonna want to game it on him. Yeah, who else?
On a poster.
Yeah, like
Zion come with Zion. Yeah. If Zion come back,
they're gonna come at him. You know what I mean? And I just want to see him not become like another Sean Bradley. Like tall as hell, George Miller saying tall as hell, Manu Bol, tall as hell, and not be used. Even Bobo, like I was seeing highlights back to back of Victor and Bobo, and they got the same game. But this kid, he just had a better career overseas. But
a lot of hype around him. Yeah, I mean, I think he can be good. I think he can be good, man. But I'm not ready to crown him yet. You know what I mean? Pop just signed a 5-year deal over there, so. That's a good sign, you know what I'm saying? But that shows dedication to to his development. But we're gonna see, man. I was hearing some. I think Chris Broussard. I like Chris Broussard from The Odd Couple, and I think First Things First on Fox 5. He said that something to this effect. I'm gonna paraphrase. He said that if he has the same career as Tim Duncan, basically he's a bust. I thought that shit was ludicrous. Tim Duncan is arguably the best power forward to ever fucking played the game.
He's definitely. If he's not in anybody's top 3, then you don't know basketball.
100% top 3.
Mr. Fundamental. Come on, he went to 6 finals, won 5 out of 6.
It's a big fundamental. Brother. Yeah, so I thought that was stupid. But if he has a Tim Duncan career, he's had a great career, man. But all the hype around him, man, I'm just saying, be careful, man, because It's a lot of pressure. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. Yeah, let's see if we can handle that.
I guess when you win 5 chips, it's a bust. So what the hell do we call bronze?
What? That's crazy, man. I can't believe he said that, man. But you know what? I would say one last thing I'll say about Victor is that he did get drafted by a class act organization and a coach that know how to win. He just, he got all these young players right now, so they're in full rebuild mode. But they do got a lot of top talent. I'm pretty hyped to see them this year. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying that they're gonna be no playoff team, but they look like they're gonna be good for the next couple of years if they keep their young talent together.
They do, and Pop is a hell of a coach. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm
saying? OG coach too.
I think the Spurs are gonna figure out a way to create some type of medicine or experimental shit so that Pop can coach till he's 200 years old.
Word.
That's my theory.
So Magic, give him the Magic Johnson elixir.
Pop is like the Bill Belichick of the NBA.
Word.
Mad, surly, and disgruntled, and you know what I mean. But he's a great coach.
You love to hate him and stuff like that, but you gotta admire his coaching style. Like they know what they do in X and O's wise, personnel wise, they know what they do, and they build winners. No matter who they get, stars or no stars, they built winners.
Yeah. No, facts. I concur with that statement.
What do you guys think about Scoot Henderson?
I fucks with Scoot, man. Like
big on him. Yeah, pause.
I ride with Scoot, no homo. I like Scoot so much that when I saw him last year when he showcased himself and when they did the whole 14 thing for the Rising Stars, I kind of was like upset because he kind of like he wanted to show off so bad. She didn't showcase himself too well. He was like erratic. He was rushing everything. You know what I mean? So I just wanted him to ball out. But in the summer league, he's showing he gonna be a problem. And like you said, he built like who can I say he built like who was like an old school brolic NBA player like a Sean Kemp kind of body. Like
even like a LeBron with the NBA body.
Yeah, just ready. You know what I mean?
Strong, goes to the hoop, fast, very good passer.
You see that man cup that ball going for the get out the way.
I'm thinking like, I know Portland said they wanted to, try to put a championship team around Dame, but when they didn't trade that pick and they got Scoot Henderson, I'm like, okay, so the writing was on the wall. At that point, I knew Dame was gone. They were playing a cat and mouse game, like. Dame was saying that, he wants to stay in Portland, and Portland was saying that they didn't want to trade him. But when they got Scoot Henderson, I was like, Dame's gone. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Chauncey Billups, got a ball on his hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I forgot Chauncey Billups was coaching them. Big Shot Billups.
Big Shot Billups. Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll definitely see how that plays out.